Hey everyone, today we're gonna be looking at Alone with You. Uh, it's, I guess, a game about a guy who's stuck in space, and I was mainly interested in it because of its interesting graphical style. Um, I don't know about this whole romance adventure that it claims to be, but let's see what it's all about. Maybe it'll be pretty cool and interesting. I gotta say, right off the bat, this thunder sound is pretty loud, and I don't like it. I want this storm to end as soon as possible. Also, they really went pretty low res on these pixel graphics. Like, I can tell that I'm like a little space dude, but oh, that's kind of neat. Like, he gets smaller and bigger as you go into the background or foreground. Alright, I really gotta find this dude some shelter, cause like it's hard to even think with this thunder sound. In case you're wondering why I'm walking around in a weird way, it's like it doesn't let you just go directly in a direction. It's like there's some sort of obstacles in the way, so you gotta like find your path. So I'm sort of doing a serpentine type of motion here to try to get unstuck from whatever he's getting stuck on. Return to Colony A. Yeah, please. Please. Can we Tokyo Drifts? But how cool can you really feel drifting in a van, a space van? Huh, okay. It wasn't just on that planet. I cannot move unless I'm going diagonal. That's... maybe my controller's messed up. Yeah, if I use the keys on the keyboard, it works just fine. That's it's kinda janky, but I prefer to be able to move the way I want. So maybe I'll just use the keyboard instead of the controller for this. Alright, what do we got here? Some dead robot, vacuum cleaner, and barrel looks like. Got maybe another robot vacuum cleaner, another barrel. We got the van. The van is sleeping right now. To the command hallway. Yeah. Let's go there. Alright, I'm gonna actually turn down my volume by a bit, because there's no options for this game, but the audio mixing is just like really loud. Alright, got another barrel, got some hollow sim chamber, but that's the best room in the base probably. Maybe I'll get to go there later. This guy sure has a lot of Roombas. And then, what is this? I guess broken pieces of the base, maybe? Alright, main hallway. Seems pretty linear so far. I can't really interact with anything. I can only move places. Ship hangar inaccessible. Yeah, can't go anywhere except the AI core. Sync mission data with AI core? You're not giving me a whole lot of choice here. I stroke it lovingly. In a circular fashion. That is what gets the AI core hot and bothered. Glad you made it back. I assume you were at your usual lookout over the rift again. Ooh, the rift. Must have seen the worsening situation out there. Did you notice the planet's instability on your way here? I noticed there was a storm, that's about it. Let's say I rushed back, cause I kinda did. Won't waste time, let's go over our situation. We may not get another opportunity. Yeah, tell me the situation. Situation is quite dire. Hudson Cartier terraforming project has failed. 16 years of work has been undone. Well, that sucks. Apologize for being so direct, but would it shock you to know that by my estimates we have less than a month to survive? I mean, the base looks like it's in pretty bad shape, so yeah, I guess I'm not surprised by that. Perhaps your astuteness is why you alone have survived. The next 3 weeks are critical as Epsilon Eridani B continues to decline. Alright. Still have an escape ship here in Colony A. It is structurally sound, and I believe I can help you fly it so we can escape. Great! Sounds like a plan. If we can transmit an emergency signal to the home office, we can likely intercept a company vessel in our ship and gain transport back home. I mean, it's the best plan we got. Problem is, there are 4 key systems on the escape pod that it can't repair, and you aren't trained to deal with by yourself. Well, why didn't we get the proper training? I put in the request. They didn't approve the budget. But I have an idea. It'll require the use of our hollow sim chamber and a little bit of human connection on your end. Is that right? You see, there were 4 other colonists who could have saved us if they were still alive. Winnie Laurier? Laurier? Who knows? I'm just gonna call her Winnie. She was the communications expert. She could have helped us repair the navigation systems. So sounds like a really useful lady. Pierre Tong was the colony director and an engineering genius. He would have been able to assist us with the thrusters. This guy thrusts. Leslie Bharadwaj ran the agrodomes, and I'm sure she could have helped us maximize the ship's life support and food processing. How much food processing is gonna go on in a lifeboat pod? Well, I don't know. I mean, I like the look of her. She looks like she doesn't get a whole lot of sleep, and that's relatable. Jean Lumumba led the resource management teams. He could have shown us how to best keep the ship powered and stable. It seems like these escape pods require a lot of effort to keep them running. I feel like that's poor design. So if you don't have like all 5 guys you need still alive, then you're boned, basically. You and I can head out to find materials and information, but only these 4 could have guided us in fixing the ship. Well, that's a shame. It's a real shame. But if we can use the Hollow Sim Chamber to recreate these 4 key colleagues, they can still help us in a way. Okay, so we have their brains scanned in some way to make a hologram of them or something. I know it's a long shot and it's gonna be a little unusual, but if we work together, I think we can make it. I hope so. So that's the plan. Before you go to your quarters though, let's register your name so the holograms know what to call you. What should our name be? 12 characters. Let's keep it simple. My name fit in here? Well, first name. Let's just go with that. Yeah. Go to our quarters and rest. I like to rest. Oh, now I can't talk to this guy anymore? He's like, no, go to bed. I won't talk to you until you sleep. I see how it is. Ship. Crew. I assume crew is where we live. What the heck is this thing? Is this our... Nope. One with the barrel? Nope. To our private quarters. At least we have our own room. We got like old Apple II or something like that. Some circle with a window in it. A tree that looks like it's in pretty bad shape. Or maybe it's just a bush. Got our own little like table, bookshelf. I read on the internet something like some book hipster people or like to say if someone doesn't have an impressive bookshelf, you shouldn't have sex with them. And I don't know how I feel about that. What if they keep all their books in like Kindle form or something. Or maybe they move around a lot. They can't keep their books on a bookshelf because it's just too much to move. Then, does that mean that they're a crappy human being? Not worthy of respect? Anyway, let's go to bed. Oh, we can't see our own face. That's so we as the player can put ourselves in the shoes of spaceman or woman. Or maybe neither. Good morning. Time is of the essence. Oh yeah, we only have like 3 weeks or whatever, right? How are we functioning today? All systems normal. Are we well? Yeah, I guess so. Why not? Please come see me again. Yeah, why not? I bet this game won't let us do anything. Oh, it's letting us do stuff. Let's look at the shelf. Variety of topics. Sociology, terraforming, and engineering. That's kind of boring. You got any sci-fi? Any John Grisham novels? Why do people prefer physical books? I mean, I prefer physical books, honestly, but I think there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a preference. It doesn't matter what kind of books you like. Look at our terminal. Is this circle thing a terminal? Transfer the power cycles. No power to use the computer to play video games. It's a damn shame. Look at our desk. Empty photo frame, a rag, and some non-functioning equipment there. It's some interesting stuff we keep on our desk. Why the empty photo frame? I mean, we know what the rag is for, obviously. I would have thought, well, probably would use it with the computer. Alright. Can we interact with more things? Mess hall. Yeah! Let's get some space lunch or breakfast. Wasn't too long. Everybody shared their meals here. Since the food processors are running low, you'll have to make do with what's left. Have to reserve water and other materials for the trip home, so I'm afraid it'll be difficult to keep this place clean. Oh, I mean, there's plenty of water around. You know, on the floor. So we don't have to clean. Yeah, I don't mind. I mean... In any case, may as well use this room for something. Arrange for a readout of the hologram's daily work reports here. Keep you updated on the state of the escape ship, and who knows, perhaps the holograms will have something to say from time to time. Alright. But where can we, consume our nutrient packets? Or do we not? Do we not eat? We just come here to look at the screen. Long way to go. Well, duh, we haven't done anything yet. Well, if you're not gonna let us eat breakfast, then I guess we better get to it. I think the AI said they wanted us to talk to them first. Yeah. Let's guy doesn't have a name. The AI. I feel like I would like to give it a name. It is the AI core, so let's call him Corey. I like that. Last night I scanned what's left of the colonies in hopes of finding material we can salvage. I think I found a few good leads. I'm glad you're working so hard, because I have not been thus far. It would be best if first go to the comms relay and find 5 communication devices we can use for the escape ship. Comms relay is where Winnie was last known to be. Hopefully you can find out some more info. Yeah! Go south to the shuttle bay, plot a course there. Oh, we gotta do some legwork first. We have to go steal Winnie's brain so that we can make a hologram of her. That's what I'm assuming. Okay, we got a little, like, world map deal. Got, Grey Bubbleton. I don't even know what to call this. Got some ruins. Some more ruins. They're all ruins. I'm sure they have names once they're not currently inaccessible. Comms relay station, Winnie. That's the one. Let's do it. You go up and down on the road. I wonder if I'm ever gonna have to dodge obstacles in that loading. Probably been a long time. Don't believe you had occasion to come here often, if at all. Another colonist separated. Prime location. Only one person really had the expertise to make good use. Looking for components we can use to power the ship's communications. Yeah, I'll find some stuff. Even from here I can sense how damp and musty it is in there. Probably smells to you like an old puddle. Corey, I don't know how you have any concept of what damp and musty is. You must be one smart computer. Can we check these lockers? No. I bet those are full of the parts we need. Got a unknown thing on the ground. Oh, I gotta hold down the button. Standard issue field notebook. The old school method, writing things on paper. I do like writing on paper, kind of. Tactility is important in forming emotionally impactful memories. I don't know about that. Speaking of which, looks like the beginnings of some sort of fiction. This person was writing fan fiction in their free time. Last interview with Paula M. Paula had suffered a long and arduous struggle against the dark. And now, in her final moments with it, she relented to its questions. Well, when you stare into the dark also stares into you. That's what I hear. These are the only pages included with this notebook. If we want to read the rest, we'll have to find the other pages. Ooh! So we get to... Not only do we need to collect the electronic parts, we need to find the parts of this fanfiction chapter. elevator and server room we can't go into. Elevator it is. Elevator goes up from here. Do you want to go up? Yeah. How are you doing so far? Do you need any help? No, I'm good. I'm good, Corey. Need a reminder about what you're doing. Just push the H key and I'll help. I'm not gonna remember that, but I will remember that there is a key. Maybe. Alright, we got a cool little screen showing something. Got some messed up floor. More elevator. Locker room. Locked. How appropriate. Tower bridge exit. We can't really go that many places, so we'll just go everywhere. Is it another fan fiction? Nice. The dark. Why struggle? You know I've been here. I've been waiting all this time. Why didn't you give up? It's not in my nature just to give up. Really? I'm not so sure about that. For a long time, even amongst your peers, you gave up. Or at least, you seemed to withdraw from them. Isn't that like giving up? What is this dark entity like a therapist or something? I don't think so. That's interesting, because they did. The further you isolated yourself, the less they felt like reaching out. Didn't you notice that? Yes, I noticed it. I assume there's more. Maybe you'll find more pages as we press on. It's interesting though, isn't it? It's something, alright. It's something. Yeah, let's see if this, the quality of the writing improves. It's an open relay conduit. Looks like someone had repaired this terminal more than once in an attempt to continue transmissions. Some clever work here. Your scan will help me configure the ship's communication parts to be more redundant and fail-safe. Now we only need 4 more communication parts. Alright. 1 down, 4 to go. Why is everything so wet in this game? There's puddles everywhere. Is that a box of tissues on the ground? Collection of books. Small pile of physical books. All colonists were issued datapads with e-reading capabilities. I suppose that wasn't everyone's liking. Sorted philosophy. Very neat notes. Who writes notes in their books? First page has a monogram. W. It's Winnie. Probably. This music is kind of funky. I mean, it's extremely loud in my headphones even after I turned it down, but maybe that's just to increase the immersion. Like, all you hear is the music and sound effects. Elevator goes up from here. Do you want to go up? Yeah, we're gonna explore this whole base. Every nook and cranny. We're gonna find all the fan fiction and all the communication bits and get back to our base. Conduit room. Alright, we got like a bucket. Certainly fewer components on that tower. As the construction continued, resource allocation estimates became skewed. Ooh, more fanfiction. Well, I guess it's not really fanfiction. It seems like an original fiction story that this person is writing. Looks like a further set of pages from the field notebook on the first floor. Story continues. So what made you change your mind? You're here talking to me now. You wouldn't have entertained that before. What changed? Obviously, Paula has the darkness inside of her. Well, oh wait, sorry, I'm doing the darkness voice for Paula now. That's incorrect. Well, this is the end, isn't it? There's no one else out there, so I'm talking to you. You know that's not true. There are still others out there. You can hear them on your radio. But they don't know that. They don't know I made a new radio. No, of course not. That's what makes you so interesting. You withdraw, but in your way, you still reach out. You just don't want anyone to discover that. This story sounds like it's getting serious. I'm curious. Who are you siding with right now? Paula or the Dark? Honestly, neither. I mean, the Dark is like a therapist. Paula is like some introvert. I assume that the Dark is just like some entity within Paula, like she's gone crazy and is talking to herself or something. Yeah, let's see how the story plays out. Got like a weird pipe thing. Third floor hub. Also third floor hub. I guess that's where the elevator is. Remote service panel. Jury rigged. To allow non-standard signals. Boost the signal. Yeah. Let's boost that signal. Slowly but surely, finding all the stuff we need. Standard issue bedroll. They're made of highly dense microfibers, so they're very lightweight yet warm. Someone has been using it as a habitat of sorts. I mean, probably using it as a sleeping bag, which is what it is. Old Earth technology. Several pieces are still functioning. Those video game consoles? Someone must have collected these old computers, sound systems, and radios. Each scan will help me to fabricate something inventive for the ship, I'm sure. If you say so. I wouldn't count that as a communication part, but alright. Portable safety light. Last over a year, that's a pretty good lamp. Part of a little setup, someone must have been sleeping here. Yeah, no shit, Corey, come on. More fanfic? Or more... Now it looks like snacks. Previous colonial missions were less successful because of inefficient cargo and food stores. security panel. Yeah, let's unlock all those doors we passed. Hopefully there weren't any zombies or aliens or other such evil creatures inside those rooms, so we can just explore them and not have to engage in any combat. So this room we already explored. I don't think there was any sub rooms off of it. So we'll go back downstairs. I think there was a room on this second floor that we couldn't go into. The locker room. Hanging tarp. Heat absorbing synthetic blanket. Looks like it was hung up on that conduit. What do you think it was used for? Towel, curtain, a blanket. How am I supposed to know? Hang a tarp off of the thing. What would it be used for? I mean, a tarp wouldn't make a very good towel. Probably wouldn't make that good of a blanket either. Say a curtain. More books. Mostly guides to social interaction and workplace issues. Huh. I guess, what was this lady's name again? Winnie? Wasn't very good at talking to people. That's pretty clear from her self-insert fictional character, Paula. But, boning up, hey? Yeah, she was boning up. Oh, Corey. You're a real character, you know that? So I guess this person liked to sleep in every single room of this base. Portable terminal, tiny bit of battery. Scan if its components is a guide for making communications equipment more efficient. Still functioning terminal, hooked up to the mainframe. Bet you that room is warm. Unfortunately damaged, but the terminal you scanned can still help us. Good work. Found all the components I need for now. When you finish there, you can use the shuttle to return home. Well, we didn't finish finding the fiction. I think that's it over on the table. So, definitely gonna do that. So, who do you listen to most? The gardener woman? The drone leader? The self-appointed director? William. Sometimes he still broadcasts in the old colony. He sends me little messages, actually. And why him? Why William? He was so important here. He kept things working. He kept things repaired. He was essential. And nobody Really gave him the respect he deserved. So what? Do you think you can relate to him? I don't know. Of all of them, I think I just understood him the best. When he stopped communicating, it felt like the end of the world. Oh, when you think... well, when you think of it, it might be. Alright, I messed up the reading of that. Paula gives the dark a cold, long stare, the toughest chicken mustard. There's no point in arguing the inevitable. Paula doesn't say anything. Seems to be the end of the story. Wonder if William's in reference to Mr. William King, maintenance chief in Colony B. I gotta say, when you're writing fiction, don't just write about your own life and change like one name, the name of the protagonist. That's just not good writing. Alright, I think we found everything here. It seemed to be set up pretty linearly, like it would funnels you up to the top floor, and then you unlock more doors that you go to on your way down, and then by the end of it, you've explored every room. Comms relay was in worse shape than expected. Found what we needed. Go ahead and use the shuttle to come back home. Yeah. Gotta say, I do like the little gear shifty animation. Why is this planet so rainy? It sounds like an awful place to live. Or it looks like one, too. Please see me in the core immediately so we can process your findings. Yeah, alright. Is this blood on the floor here? Did people die in this room? Where are the bodies? Did the Roombas eat them? Did the Roombas kill them in the first place? I already forgot what Corey said. Did he say go talk to him? Corey. Hey, no problem. I live to collect data for you. Got the Hollow Sim chamber. Constructs of the 4 colonists are already loaded. Already working on helping you, but due to the currently limited availability of power processing cycles, the chamber's a little shaky. You can retire to your quarters. When I've got the Hollow Sim stable enough for you to enter, I'll call for you. Okay. Yeah, I would like to see what the hollow chamber stuff is all about. But I guess we gotta wait until... What do you have to show us? Something you found on social media? It better be a picture of a cute dog. Was able to make the final adjustments, and I got the Hollow Sim chamber nice and stable. Nice! It's best if you meet one of the others as soon as possible. Could you please go to the chamber? Yeah, I've been waiting. I'm pumped. think since we read her fiction, we should talk to Winnie first in the hollow chamber. Chamber will only work at night when other systems are powered down. Notation of our current situation. I'll be in low power mode too. You'll be on your own. Won't be able to hear what happens. Well, it's good to have some privacy with our hologram friends. In the morning, the holograms will sync their data and ideas with me. Okay, so private to a point, but our holograms could rat us out. Maybe we'll be meeting Winnie. Makes sense that you visited with her. You know, Corey, I was thinking the same thing, but I can't say I like that you made the choice for me. Based on data backups kept for each member of the colony, they are in effect the very same people. You better not have one of me. After the rift event broke off communication, I was no longer able to keep them up to date. Constructs won't remember anything past a certain point. Might be a little touchy about that. Another chamber. Speak to you again in the morning. Good luck in there. Hey, thanks, Corey. You have a good night. Hi there, don't mind me. I just need to finish these calculations. I'll be done in a moment. The AI told me about your trip today. Did you, find those, did you get that thing I sent you? Did you find those items I sent you? I did find the items. I'm sure this must be very difficult for you. No, not especially, no. I think I'm done here for now, I guess. Let's just have a seat on the sofa. I could use a break. Why are we wearing our helmet? I mean, she looks pretty casual. Take off your helmet so you can make some real human connection with this hologram. This looks extremely awkward. The AI has us all working quite a bit. We can simulate pretty much whatever we need in here to figure out how to best help you. So they're self-aware that they're holograms. That's, I guess, that's good. Whatever you can scan out there, the AI can give to each of us in here so we can keep working. It's a pretty smart setup, really. Choose to make my work environment this room. It's how I remember my old apartment back on Earth. Is that weird? No. I mean, people find comfort in their home. Thank you for saying so. It's not the most practical choice, but having all my old books here and this old sofa, it feels like home. Exactly. Anyway, yeah, I must certainly be keeping you busy as well, so I'm glad you're here, and since you are, well, what would you like to talk about? What do you want to talk about? I don't know you that well. I don't want to get right down to business. I want to see what kind of person you are. Not great at small talk. That's true. We do know that from reading your fiction/diary. How about books? Do you read much? Well, I have read one one key book that may be important to you. Do I read much? I don't know if I would say I read voraciously. I read sometimes. See, I don't want to bore you, but I definitely read a lot. Most of the other colonists weren't as into books as I was. Yeah, you do seem kind of bookish. Really like adventure stories, big complicated ones. I suppose it helped deal with the relative closeness of living in the colony. Yeah, that makes sense. Could imagine I was anywhere. Hudson Cartier Emanuel said that the escape was important to thriving in a remote colony. It's partly why we were equipped with this holosim chamber. It wasn't standard issue, so the higher-ups must have felt it was important. Programs that we all brought with us, I don't know much about what the other people did in there. Maybe some took exotic vacations. I hate to be the one to break it to you, but you know what kind of programs they brought, and maybe some of them had exotic vacation locations, but they were probably 80% porn. William, Maintenance Chief King, I think he had some version of his wife in there. She didn't come with him, she stayed on Earth. Never said anything about it, but I could tell it got to him. I mean, it did to all of us, but most of us were, well, alone. Normally it wouldn't allow colonists to be separated from their loved ones. Came as a package or not at all, kept stress down. But he was a bit older, the best candidate for the job. I suppose HC knew how important he was to the mission. Wonder what his wife is doing if she's still alive back on Earth. I wonder if she knows what happened to us. Want to talk about anything else? Let's talk about the colony. Had as much chance as anyone at making this work. In the end, I don't think I could quite believe it was gonna fail. 2048? What year is it now? I guess it's 2064? 16 years. So much has happened. There was so much needless loss. We all arrived here, the remote colony building systems had all the basics ready. Most people were pretty excited to get started. I had a harder time adjusting. Space travel will do that to some people. At least that's what the head psychologist, Miss Bouchard, told me. I'm glad you were seeing someone. Hope they were able to help you. Something about how close everybody was, you know? It was easy to feel trapped. We trained for all that, of course, but the real thing is different. Do you want to talk about something else? Well, we should probably talk about, the main thing you're here for, which is to help us fix the ship's communications. I'm sure they explained, my job is to help you get the escape ship's communication systems repaired so you don't blast off into space with no voice. Even if everything else is functioning, you wouldn't want to be out there with no way to contact anyone. I think I'd rather be adrift than not have a working radio. But I think the AI's plan is sound. If you can contact someone from a shipping lane, you can hopefully arrange a pickup. Yeah, hopefully. Kind of like thumbing a ride back on Earth. They call that hitchhiking, not thumbing a ride. Well, maybe they do call it thumbing a ride. Maybe it's like a regional thing, like people have different terms for it. I never did that, now that I think of it. Well, it's dangerous, and the news media tells us that if you ever hitchhike, you will probably be murdered. And if you pick up a hitchhiker, you will probably be murdered. Anyway, I definitely was too, afraid to try it. Well, exactly, that's what they want you to think. Anyway, sorry, I'm talking too much. Odd, I don't think I ever talked this much before when I was, real, alive. Wonder why that is. Because you were a shy introvert. There's nothing really wrong with that. Anyway, so you were in the comms relay today, huh? What was it like out there? I don't know if I want to confront her with her diary. Let's say it was damp. Acidic rain must really be wearing it down. One factor we couldn't properly account for. Should have accounted for that. Had a decade's worth of survey data with which to help us plan for this project. Yes, a decade only tells you so much. The systems changed and the acidic rain became much worse and much more frequent. Be surprised if any of the structures there didn't suffer damage. In Colony B, we had it the worst. Things eroded so fast. Comms relay seemed relatively intact, but it was tough to keep the equipment working. You'd still feel the chill of that place somehow. Maybe it's a good thing you have that scarf. I had never really realized it, but yeah, our space dude is wearing a scarf. That's pretty stylish. It's worn, it's stylish. Honestly, it's probably both. I do not want to give it away to her. This is our scarf. Probably protects against the rain and the silica the wind tends to. It's a good scarf. What else did you think about the comms relay? I mean, I guess it's kind of messed up that we read her writing, and if we don't tell her about it. Oh, you found a notebook, didn't you? With a story in it? Oh no, that's embarrassing. Yeah, I would be embarrassed a little bit too. Yeah, that notebook was mine. I was writing stories while to pass the time and to deal with things. Always wanted to write a book, but I never did. I guess I figured it was my only chance to try. I know it wasn't very good. I mean, come on. Not all writing has to be good. Sometimes it's more for you to get your thoughts down on the paper than for people to read. I guess I was trying to put my thoughts and my feelings into some kind of relatable way. But that was probably pretty obvious. It's funny though, now that I think of it, I don't know how that story ends. I can't remember everything I wrote. But what did you think of what you read? I mean, if you read it. That's a teeth dryer. I don't want to hurt her feelings. It was good that she got her feelings out on paper. What else did you think about the comms relay? Well, yeah, there wasn't that much stuff in there. 5 towers. You must have been in Tower A. It was never completed. Oh, okay. Should have gone to one of the other ones then. It was designed to be redundant. Not everything is in one place, and there are always backups of critical systems. I was the one who designed it, or consulted on the key components back on Earth, but not everything was built to spec. Remember, there were some issues with some of the drones. We lost some capability, so we had to think on our feet. That's why Tower A is only half finished. Seems like almost nothing went the way it was supposed to. It's so awful to think about all those people. Yeah, it is kind of awful, isn't it? Let's say I know to indicate that we relate to her feelings. You have it worse though, to be the last. I can't even bear to think about it. Yeah, I'm sure it does suck to be the last living survivor of something. So it kind of sounds selfish, but as I work in here, I keep thinking about the fact that I'm here, and yet, well, I'm not. I feel I can see you, obviously, and it all seems real. But I'm not here, am I? I'm not really around anymore. Yes, your real version is probably almost definitely dead. Obviously something happened to me. I mean, the real me. But I can only remember so far back. I guess the AI's version of me only accounts for so much. It's like a backup, I suppose. The me you see. This is the most recent version, but does it count? Does any of this matter if I'm not even real? I don't know that I ever knew the real version of you, so to me, you are the only version of Winnie. So you are to me. Okay, thanks. It means a lot that you think so and that you came here to talk to me. I mean, not just for work. I mean, it was mainly for work. I don't know you that well yet. Look, I don't want to keep you here considering all you have to worry about. You need to rest and you still have so much to do. But do you mind to see if you can find out what happened to me? Maybe find some kind of record of what I went through? Yeah, I mean, I'll try if I have the capability to do that. I'd appreciate it. I know you have more important things to worry about. Anyway, thanks again. Good night. Good night, Hollow Winnie. Alright, so we're in the Hollow Chamber. Cannot interact with it again. And I think all we can do at this point is wait until morning, so when we can talk to Corey again about what we have learned. And until then we just have to go to bed, I guess. And this seems like a pretty good stopping point for now. I mean, we were able to get an intro to the what the gameplay what this game is like. A bit of exploration, reading things, finding stuff we need to fix our pod, meeting hologram versions of people. I assume we'll go out into the world map some more and find more stuff. Maybe find that information that Winnie was asking us about. So yeah, it seems like an intriguing game and story. I'm curious to see what happens next, but we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, until next time, thanks for watching.